Let's crochet the flower pot. Hold the yarn in your left hand. Start with a magic ring. First, let's make a slip knot. Insert the hook into the ring. Pull the yarn out. Yarn over, pull the yarn out through the loop on the hook. Then the slip knot doesn't count as a stitch. Next, we will crochet 8 single crochets in the first round. First, insert the hook into the ring. Pull the yarn out. Now there are 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through both loops on the hook. We completed the first single crochet. You can see this single crochet forms a V shape, represent 1 single crochet. Beginners can use a stitch marker here, which indicate our starting point. Continue to crochet 7 more single crochets in the ring. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. After crocheting 8 single crochets, pull the yarn ring tight by pulling the yarn tail. We have completed the first round. We're going to proceed the second round. First, we can remove the stitch marker. This stitch marker indicates the start of the first round. Then perform a slip stitch at the position of the stitch marker. Insert the hook into the stitch. Yarn over and pull through both loops on the hook. We are going to crochet the second round by crocheting 1 turning chain. Remember, the turning chain isn't counted as a stitch. Okay, let's make the first single crochet for the second round. Insert the hook into the stitch where you just made a slip stitch. Pull the yarn out. Yarn over. Pull the yarn out through 2 loops on the hook. Beginners, don't forget to use a stitch marker on the first stitch of each round. Continue. We crochet a second single crochet in the same first stitch. We make 2 single crochets in the same stitch. We call that increase. The pattern for the second round is making an increase in each stitch, which means crocheting 2 single crochets in each stitch. After completing the round, there will be a total of 16 single crochets. Feel free to pause and complete the crocheting of this round on your own. At the end of the second round, make a slip stitch in the first stitch, and then start the third round with a turning chain. Remember, this turning chain isn't counted as a stitch. Let's make the first single crochet in the third round. The third round follows a pattern of 1 single crochet, and then an increase. That means in the first stitch you need to make 1 single crochet, and in the second stitch you need to make 2 single crochets. Let's do it again. 1 single crochet. In the next stitch, we make an increase. Continue this pattern around. Feel free to pause and complete the crocheting of this round on your own. The third round ends with a slip stitch. Make a turning chain for the fourth round. The fourth round's pattern is 2 single crochet followed by an increase. Let's do it. 1 single crochet in the first stitch. Beginners can use a stitch marker. Another single crochet in the second stitch. An increase in the third stitch. Okay, let's check the pattern again. 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet followed by an increase. Continue this pattern around. Feel free to pause and complete the crocheting of this round on your own. At the end of the fourth round, make a slip stitch and prepare to start the fifth round by a turning chain. The fifth round's pattern is 3 single crochet followed by an increase. Let's do it. 1 single crochet. Beginners, don't forget to use a stitch marker. 2 single crochet. 3 single crochet, followed by an increase. Okay, let's check out the pattern for this round. 1, 2, 3 single crochet followed by an increase. Continue this pattern around. At the end of the fifth round, make a slip stitch. Prepare to start the sixth round by a turning chain. Okay, the pattern for the sixth round is 4 single crochets followed by an increase. Start by crocheting the first single crochet into the stitch where you made the slip stitch. Don't forget to place a stitch marker. Then crochet the second single crochet. The third single crochet, the fourth single crochet. In the next stitch, we make an increase. This pattern of 4 single crochets followed by an increase. You need to repeat 8 times in this round. By the end of this round, you will have a total of 48 single crochets. When you finish the 6th round, perform a slip stitch to complete the round. Now, we are going to crochet the base of the flower pot. First, turn the work around. Start with a turning chain. Remember, the turning chain isn't counted as a stitch. Okay, let's look at the structure of the stitch. We can see each stitch can be divided into the front loop and the back loop. The front loop is closer to us, and the back loop is further away. In the 7th round, crocheting into the back loops only. This means we'll only pick up the back half of the stitch. Let's start crocheting the first single crochet by picking up only the back loop. Continue with the second single crochet in the same manner. Go in stitch by stitch. Complete this round with a total of 48 single crochets. Feel free to pause and crochet this round on your own. After finishing the 48 single crochets, you can slip stitch to close the round, or leave a long yarn tail for sewing as I do. Sew the first and the last stitches back loop together. This creates a new stitch. As seen, this forms a new V shape in the stitch. Weave the yarn end back and forth through the inside to secure it. Hide several stitches like this will firmly secure the bottom of the flower pot. Okay, the base of the flower pot is complete. Now, let's crochet the body of the flower pot. Since we've crocheted into the back loop of the 7th round, front loop remains. Insert the hook into the position of the slip stitch. Move the yarn tail to the back of the work. Start crocheting by bringing the yarn over to create a new turning chain. Then crochet the first single crochet at the position of the slip stitch. Beginners might find it helpful to mark this stitch with a stitch marker. Continue to crochet one stitch for each stitch around. When crocheting the previous round, there were a total of 48 single crochets. So, once this round is complete, there will be a total of 48 single crochets too. Just like this, stitch by stitch, finish this round on your own. We've reached the end of the 8th round. At the end of the 8th round, perform a slip stitch. After that, begin crocheting the next round by making a turn chain, like what you did in the 8th round. From the 9th to the 13th round, crochet 48 single crochets in each round. By the time you finish the 13th round, the flower pot will have reached a certain height, forming the body of the flower pot. Continue crocheting. From the 9th to the 13th round, each round consists of 48 single crochets. Don't forget to slip stitch at the end of each round, and start the next round with a turning chain. Feel free to pause here and complete rounds 9 to 13 on your own. Now that we have completed 13 rounds, at the end of the 13th round, perform a slip stitch. In the 14th round, we are going to crochet 48 double crochets. Unlike single crochets, double crochets require 3 turning chains at the beginning of the round, and this chain of 3 counts as the first double crochet. This means we have completed the first stitch in 14th round. Next, we are crocheting double crochet. Yarn over. Insert the hook into the next stitch. Pull the yarn out. Yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over again and pull through the remaining 2 loops on the hook. Continue this pattern until you have completed 48 double crochets in total. Follow the instruction, you can complete this round on your own. After finishing 48 double crochets, You can either slip stitch to join the round or cut the yarn, as I do, and use a tapestry needle to sew the beginning and the end of the round together. Once joined, we weave in the ends inside the flower pot to secure them further and to ensure a neat finish. Now we have completed crocheting the flower pot.